Hello everyone, today we have a 2021 Tesla Model Y. The frunk is looking good, so we're just going to go ahead and close it up. And this vehicle obviously has a number of LEDs, like the LED headlight surrounds and such. If any of those appear to flicker, that is a refresh rate of the camera that's bringing you that disco party. They don't flicker to the human eye. And it does have the aerodynamic wheel covers, but it does also have alloy wheels beneath those. You see that it does have the third row rumble seats. And you see that one's laying down right now. And I've been working to adjust those, and that's not working correctly, so I'm going to send that over to the shop with a work order to get that fixed. You see that it does have additional trunk space down below. See that it is a dual motor, so it's an all-wheel drive. And I will walk around after I finish this and get close-ups of any of the imperfections that I see, so you can make an educated buying decision. So it does have the panoramic glass roof, the white interior, it's Tesla vegan leather, and then right there it does have two USB ports right there in the back, multiple cameras, and there's the VIN right there, and I will upload still photos as well. So it is a very simple design. Your stereo, so we'll go ahead and turn that down. And then there's your shifter, and you'll also use that for autopilot. And as we come over here, you can use this for distancing. As we come over here, you got your infotainment center. You have your place for your phone chargers, and then this has additional stowage down in here. And this is your key card. It hasn't been unwrapped yet. Okay, and so come up here, you see that it is equipped with navigation. And right now we have some streaming going on. You can go ahead and close that up. Come over here to the comfort controls, and it is set to 70 degrees on both sides. You could change that to on one side or the other. And then if you wanted to bounce over to your heated seats, this is where you're going to find that. And then your heated front seats are available if you click front, and then you can come over here and manipulate those. And you can change the direction of the airflow, and then that's how you change the speed, and that's all working correctly. Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to jump down to one of the more important pages, which is your software page. And you'll see that right here it says Model Y, long range, dual motor, and then it has 11,336 miles on this vehicle. There's your VIN. Autopilot computer, full self-driving computer. Autopilot is an included package. Premium connectivity is something that is already on board, but you would have to renew that in August. So annually you would renew that. And then we can go ahead and open this up. And you do have the premium audio system. We just talked about the full self-driving computer, and that about wraps it up for that page. You can jump over to autopilot. You can see that auto steer is engaged. Full self-driving visualization is not supported in this one. In the current, it says in the current region. Automatic blind spot camera, blind spot monitor, and warning chime is enabled, and that's where you would find these obstacle awareness, acceleration. And then you've got your locks, and your pedals and steering is set for standard, and your stopping mode. Okay, and then there it actually is equipped with a trailering mode, and I have seen these pulling trailers here in the Salt Lake City area. Okay, so right now the charge is set at 78%, 48 amp charge, and that you can change. And it does have supercharging, but there's no recent supercharging activity. That's what is set there. And so you would set up your credit card on here, and that would be able to supercharge. Okay, so there's autopilot, lights, your display, and we're going to bounce down to something that's relevant. So your service. So this is where you have towing. Then there's your wheel configuration, your camera calibration, and then it also keeps up. There's your car wash mode as well, and your factory reset is also found here. You'll also clear your browser data, and there's your owner's manual all right there from this page. And your cameras, you can actually just click here to go to your cameras. See, there are your side cameras and your backup camera. You can also use this to bounce up to here for your AM, FM, Sirius XM, and Bluetooth. That's where you'd go to your Bluetooth settings. And then there's your theater, your arcade, your Toybox. Toybox is a lot of fun. You can do the light show, or you could step outside and do that. And so if you want to jump over to our YouTube channel, we have that available to watch. Or you could go to your romance and get cozy. This is a whole lot of fun. So lots of fun. And so that about wraps it up for the infotainment center. We come up here and you've got your map reading lights and your massive glass panoramic roof. Absolutely love that. And that about wraps it up for this Tesla on the interior. This particular vehicle does have a branded title. There's an impact here up front. The airbags did not deploy. There was no structural damage, so we got it all fixed up. Has passed the 150-point inspection and the state of Utah safety inspection. So let's go ahead and take it for a test drive. All right, so let's go ahead and start our test drive. You see how useful these cameras are. So we go past that Mercedes Sprinter. Really helpful. Okay, so as we back out, making sure that no one's coming. Go ahead and put it in drive. And I'm going to close this so we can make sure that the navigation is calibrated correctly. Ironically, that really is a cone, but that's just showing up to show us that that is something that we don't want to hit. And I love this model because as we're signaling left, the left camera pops on. And the obstacle awareness is showing. So it knows that there's a vehicle in front of us. It's looking for lines. And we're going to go ahead and pull out onto this road. It's a very bumpy road, so you'll be able to hear if there's anything loose or vibrating. But go ahead and listen for irregularities in operation. And I'm going to go ahead and pause it until I get out on the road. Okay, super bumpy road, so I'll intentionally drive on the roughest part of it so we can listen. Okay, that's sounding good, so I'm just going to go ahead and go over this railroad crossing. And once again, no vibrations, nothing shaking or rattling. Everything's tight, the steering's tight. And I love driving these because the center of gravity is so low, handles absolutely impressive. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this until we get to the freeway. Okay, so we're getting close to the freeway, and I'm noticing that the navigation is not updating the way that it needs to. So we'll go ahead and restart this system, reboot it, so that it'll work correctly. I just wanted you to be aware that that is happening right here, but we can go ahead and get that taken care of. That would explain why the object awareness isn't working correctly. So we'll go ahead and merge on this freeway. And there's that vehicle in front of us. Everything is working just fine. It's accelerating correctly. I'm not hearing any whistling or whirring as we're freeway speeds. Everything sounds tight, nothing's loose or rattling. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the autopilot. Okay, there are a couple vehicles in front of us, but we're just going to go ahead and accelerate. And you see up to 70 miles an hour just that quick. It has excellent acceleration. It doesn't have a transmission, so there's no shifting involved. It's just super smooth and super fast. Absolutely impressive. So that wraps up our test drive. For more inventory, visit us at tjchapmanauto.com.